It's been good. Well, Anita got to see some family. It was good. I'm glad to be back.
What's it like going up every day against that cornerback group and how physical they are, especially Charvarius Ward?
Uh, it's tough. It's tough. It's what makes us better, makes us good. Iron sharpen iron. I love it. Anything competition, I love it.
Is he particularly good at the press stuff, and do you need to sort of kind of use your body?
Really good. I think y'all saw either it was yesterday or the day before I had a go ball and he timed it up perfectly and got it out of there. I was mad, but it was a great play. Great play. That's what I look to see this year.
One, as you become more established in this offense and fans get, start to notice you even more, how great is it to see them just embracing you at training camp?
Well, it's just part of it. It feels good. It feels good. That's what it's all about. I just try to go out there and play my hardest, make play after play. That's what I just try to do.
Went back and looked at your season last year. What were things that you took away that said, the next step for you? Where do you want to take your game to next?
Better blocking, first and foremost. I don't want to miss no blocking assignments this coming up year. And just whenever the ball comes my way, just to catch it. That's it.
During your rookie season, you had some adversity, on the practice squad, some injuries to deal with, and then year two, you're making huge plays in must-win games, being a key contributor in a playoff run. Have you been able to share that experience with some of the younger players and let them know that it's not the end of the road if they don't make that final 53?
I share that with any young player. A lot of players, it just comes with the game, and I don't have to, but sometimes I do. Not necessarily. I just go out there and try to show, that work pays off.
You've been catching passes from Trey Lance for over a year now. And you did off-season work with him on the side too. So how has he changed as a passer, and what's obvious to you?
I ain't no coach, but Trey got zip on the ball. Always has zip on the ball. Great QB. I can't wait to get out there in the games with him, man. I can't wait. Can't wait. Very excited. Cannot wait.
George Kittle said he couldn't wait for the off-schedule aspect as Trey can run around a bit, and he said it's a lot of fun as somebody catching passes from Trey. Is that the same for you? And what do you have to do to establish kind of the rapport with the QB for off-schedule plays to know where he's going to be and where you're going to be?
I don't know what rapport means. Chemistry. So that, like he said, just off-season work, and it just comes with the more we play, the more we're gonna get to feel each other. And like I said, I can't wait. We already seen Trey play. He can win games, and I can't wait for this season.
You prepare for possibly running two routes in one play because his mobility is going to give you more time out there.
It's an off-schedule play is what it's called, and you just got to be ready for that because Trey he can also make plays outside the pocket, and just knowing that you got to be ready, ready for anything, all situations at all times.
Different mental approach every play for you then?
Not so much. You just got to go out there and do your job, and part of your job is just being able to extend the play.
What were your goals during the off season?
Get better. That's it.
Your go route earlier. What do you see from Danny Gray and the kind of the go routes that he runs and just the speed element, how it affects the defense?
I see a fast guy out there, very fast guy. A lot of potential. That's why we drafted him, I guess. I don't know too much. I just know he's fast, he can make plays.
What are some of the things that Trey does to earn you guys confidence, even though he hasn't played a whole lot, but you guys seem like you really have a lot of confidence in him?
Won a game last year. He comes out here day in, day out, works just as hard as us, if not more, and he leads his team. What else can you ask for?
Just a thought on how Tavarius Moore's comeback's going and just what you saw out of him today and just how he's playing at safety.
I can't really tell you on that too much. I be out there so focused in. I don't know who's out there, honestly, unless I'm blocking them. That's about it.
Do you like working from the slot? It seems like as the year went on, you got to put more in the slot and run a lot more routes, especially the playoffs against the Rams and everything. Have you started to like that aspect of the game, or do you like being on the outside with your size?
Oh, it's cool. Anywhere on the field, I like it. I love it. Anywhere, put me anywhere.
How you feeling just being back and being healthy and starting camp?
Feeling good. I'm excited about camp and got to just continue to keep working hard, and get to the season.
You had mentioned you'd want to put some weight on in the offseason coming back. Were you able to do that? If so, how did you do it?
Yeah, I was able to put a couple pounds on, just muscle-wise. I felt a little light last year, so I had to just put on a little more.
You want to run over 210, 211, I think your coach has said.
Yeah, about around there. Yep.
How's it felt so far being out there?
It was good to be back, get out there as a team, so I'm excited.
You just need a little time during OTAs to get healthy again.
Yeah, definitely.
What's your reaction when the team drafts a running back after the season you just had?
No reaction. Like I say, man, whoever comes in, we're excited about it, and like I said, our room is awesome, so I'm excited.
Your relationship with not just Ty Davis Price, but Trey Sermon. You guys get along well. You guys feeding off each other.
Definitely. We push each other every day, so it's no hate, no anything. We all teammates.
What does looking ahead to Monday mean for you guys as running backs, putting the pads on, being able to go full steam into somebody in the live contact?
Excited about it. Like I say, being a running back, you got to have that mentality, so we're very excited to put on pads Monday.
More so about running and hitting into guys rather than doing blitz pickups or things like that?
Well, it was really everything, really, so we're excited.
How is, you guys have transitioned running backs coaches from Bobby T to Anthony Lynn. What has Anthony kind of instructed to you this offseason, and kind of some guidance that you haven't had?
Really, man, just staying in shape and everything. Like I said, Coach Lynn, he has the same mentality as Bobby T, so I'm excited to work with him, and it's going to be great.
Are you still in touch with Bobby?
Oh, yeah, he definitely still texts and stuff.
Got maybe 3 new interior offensive linemen in front of you. How does that affect the running back group as far as the timing and stuff? Do you have to sort of start to gel with a new group in front of you?
Like I say, it don't affect anything. That's what camp is for. We gonna get them all right. They gonna do a very good job of making good blocks and stuff. So it's no worry at all.
You and Trey Lance are in the same draft class. How have you seen him just kind of grow confidence-wise as he now takes over as the starting role?
Oh yeah, from last year to this year, Trey, he's been awesome. He got the right mindset. So like I say, it's all about reps. So I'm excited to see him this season.
Notice any change in the running game with Trey Lance? I'm just sitting there as far as just concepts-wise, or is it all the same as Shannon?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We got plays where Trey get the run and stuff, so he do a very good job of confusing the defense whenever he get to run the ball.
And Jauan, your rookie year, you were on the practice squad, had some injury setbacks, and then in year 2, you're playing an integral role on this offense. Have you had a chance to kind of share that experience with some of these younger guys and let them know it's not the end of the world if they do not make that final 53?
Well, I'm not Jauan.
Elijah, it seems like your mesh point with Trey is very smooth. How is he able to, and you, able to create that transition point so smoothly?
Repeat that one more time for me.
Mesh point when you're getting a handoff, whether it's faked out a lot of us where we don't know who has the ball, so you guys are able to create that so smoothly. What is it about him and you that you're able to do that?
It starts by individual drills with Trey, just practicing it. But Coach Lynn, he emphasized carrying out the fake in case Trey pull the ball or anything. So that's one thing we emphasize.
Do you see like it's one of his better qualities that he has a definite knack for it?
Oh, definitely, most definitely.
Give us a scouting report on how you would sum up the style of each of your other running backs?
We all different. We all bring something different to the table. So, like I say, they all different. That's all I can say.
Just adding weight this summer, this offseason. What was one thing you really wanted to attack as far as just getting better as a player?
Repeat that one more time.
You mentioned adding weight this offseason, but what was one thing you wanted to attack as far as just getting better as a player?
Open field, making people miss. That was one thing. Old offseason, I wanted to get better at.
How do you go about getting better at that?
Just different drills. Coach Lynn showed me a couple drills, so every day before practice, we always doing it.
You guys good?
Elijah, do you mind if I ask one more? My apologies, too. I'm so sorry for this. Is there anything that you noticed in terms of this past offseason where you kind of attacked it a little bit differently than you came in going in, having a year of experience in that Shanahan scheme and having, the year of experience in the NFL under your belt?
Really, third down. I want to be able to get in third downs more, so I just got to really pay attention and learn that more. So that's one thing I'm trying to attack this year.
Lost my voice a little bit, so bear with me.
Screaming?
Yeah. Lots of screaming 4 days in a row, so that'll do it.
Stuff to scream about.
The good kind of scream. Yeah.
Forward practices. You've shown obviously a lot of turnovers, including one by you.
Yeah, I like where we're at. I like where our mindset's at. It's really about just taking it one day at a time, really. You don't know how you're going to describe this defense till it's all said and done at the end, but we know what we want to achieve on our side of the ball. And it's really about just pushing one another every day, really trying to get the most and squeeze that thing as much as possible, get as much out of one another, and really build that camaraderie out there with the guys and strain. It's all about straining every day.
10 interceptions already for the defense. Is it fair to say part of that mindset is going for the ball?
Yeah, that's always a mindset. Every year we're trying to get the ball back for the offense, and that's how you win games. The turnover battle, that's what decides winning and losing. And so we want to make sure we get as many of those as possible right now, because then that'll translate to the games later.
What you've seen from Charvarius so far, how can he maybe help this defense take another step?
Yeah, just a pure lockdown corner. I think what's great about him is I'll go throughout an entire practice and I won't hear anything, about him, which is great, because that means that he's locking his side down. Like, you don't really notice him because they don't want to throw to his side because he's strapping it up every single play. He's gotten his hands on the ball plenty of times just through 4 days, and I really love what I'm seeing out of all the DBs. Their willingness to compete every single day and to get better, they look really great right now.
Is there a trickle-down effect from having a guy like Ward where, the other guys maybe don't have as much responsibility or maybe they want to step up to that level or however that might play out?
I mean, I think across the board, yeah, Charvarius has been doing an outstanding job, but you can't dismiss or not see, you can't go look on the other side and Emmanuel Mosley and the growth that he's made. I think he's playing at an unbelievable level right now, and I love to see it, and I'm sure the D-line loves to see it because that means more sacks for them. The way that they're competing in the back end allows the whole defense works together in unison, and so when we're all clicking like that, it's going to get scary.
You said the other day that you were really annoying on the field. Is there a certain level of pride in that, though? And because during a game, obviously there's going to be trash talking. Is that getting everybody ready?
Yeah, that's funny. I think specifically with Brandon, I chose him out. I specifically said, and I'll say why. I think he's ready to make that next step into playing at an elite level, right? And ever since he's gotten here in the last couple of years, I've kind of gotten after him a little bit, going around the locker room and around the building, because I know how much he has in him, and I know if I nag him a little bit, he's going to start getting sick and tired of that, and he's starting to kind of hold his own. And so I like what I see out of BA. He works super hard, and he's starting to really gain that mindset of knowing that he's the guy and he's capable. And I'm just trying to get the best out of him. That's it.
He did say he couldn't be mad at you because you told him in advance that you were going to annoy him. So how do you kind of draw the line on what's overly annoying and just trying to get the best out of him?
I mean, I don't go out there with there's a line to it. I go out there just the intent of trying to dominate every single rep, and they got to hear my mouth regardless. And that's also just putting pressure on me. I think that I'm always trying to find ways to get the best out of myself. And so me telling him beforehand, hey, I'm gonna be on you today. That now I have to go out there and execute and be at my best, or else it's just talk, and there's no action to it.
Similar kind of dynamic with Trey, trying to piss him off a bit in practice.
Yeah, same thing. I'm all the quarterbacks. I like just getting after them, and I'm trying to get everybody battle ready. When you get down down to it, and there's a lot of games where it comes down to that one or two scores, and you're playing against a top tier team. I mean, they're all top tier teams. It's the NFL. You know, you might have some guys on the opposite side of the ball who are even chirpier than I am, and you want to be able to look across and be like, man, this is nothing. I've been going against the best all training camp. So now you go out there and you got extreme confidence knowing that, okay, I'm ready, I'm battle tested, let's go do this.
How prepared do you feel when Ayuk is coming into this training camp as opposed to the last 2 years?
You talk in terms of
Just his mental state, his physical state.
Trey's? Yeah, Brandon, he's in a great spot. I feel like he's doing all the things he needs to. Because I mean, you know he's capable of making you know, the big play. I think it's honestly just the little things like the contested catches that he's making. Those are the ones we're gonna need. Like it's gonna be a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5. Brandon, we're gonna run something to the sticks, and we need you to make this in sticky coverage, you know, and to move the chains. So it's just those little things like that where it might go unnoticed because it's just like a little 5-yard hitch, but like those are the plays that make and break a game, like being able to move the chains and rely on guys like that. And so I feel like him and Trey got a really good rhythm and chemistry right now.
Different things to your game over the years, and I think the peanut punch is probably the most popular and use that today. What's something that you tried to add this offseason just to take you to another level?
Yeah, I think just something I'm really working on right now is my man coverage skills, being able to be the guy where like I want to give D'Amico more freedom to call whatever he wants on certain 3rd down coverages and being able to leave me on the field to play man-to-man on tight ends, backs, whoever. So you know, staying out the practice, working my feet, working my hands. Me and Jimmy have had really detailed talks because Jimmy Ward, because I feel like he's the best coverage safety in the entire league. So really kind of picking his brain about it, trying to work some of the things that he works into my game. That's one of the biggest things I'm trying to work right now.
But with this sport where guys get hurt, they go through some grueling rehabs, they have their comebacks. And then you see like what Tarvarius Moore did on the field today where he gets 2 interceptions. How does that make guys feel, and just your thoughts on him?
It's great to see, and that's one of my guys because we both came in together. 2018 guys. He has had a tougher route. You know, he had that injury last year that set him back, but to be able to come out here, and I mean, we need him to. We need him to come in and compete, and you know, then him and Huff pushing one another, really competing. That's how you bring the best out of each other's games. And so he made a heck of a plays today, and I even ran down, I think, on his 2nd interception and go chase him down, you know, and love him up. But yeah, that's great to see.
Going back to the regular season finale last year, how impressive in retrospect was it that Denard came in and learned the playbook like overnight and delivered those 18 snaps against the Rams? Yeah,
super impressive. I feel like that just shows like the professionalism of knowing that you're physically ready to go. I mean, that's one whole part of it, coming in midseason or at the end of a season to be able to be physically ready, but then also mentally, you know, him having that veteran presence to him and knowing where to be, knowing how to compete. That was huge for us, and so it's good to have him back and really gaining that, you know, that chemistry with him, being out there and continuing to work.
The anticipation for the pads to come on and what changes for you in practice?
Yeah, I think we're all ready. You know, I know Kyle's mentioned it a couple of times, wanted to get the pads on. That's really what football is about is you know, kind of like the physicality part of it. I don't know if a ton changes. We already compete, you know, at a pretty high level, especially on our side of the ball, defense, being physical, having that mindset. And so when the pads come on, nothing really changes. You're just able to really just thud guys up. It's great for linebackers to be able to compete against the running backs, thud them up, tight ends, receivers, and work our technique. And, you know, this is where you kind of build that callus where you get those hits, and build the callus, and then once you get into the season, it's just second nature, and you go.
Have you been able to notice any changes in Trey as far as growth, confidence, recognition, things like that?
Yeah, every part of it, everything you just mentioned. I think when you come into your second year and you're handed over the reins, knowing that you're the guy, that in itself is already going to give you confidence. And then having a full offseason under his belt to work his technique and to study defenses, study his own tape. You know, what can he get better at? And I think he's continued to show growth and to continue to get better, and that's really what it's all about.
Can you talk a little bit about what the return of Johnny Holland rest of the linebacking group?
Man, everything, man. That's our guy. That's our guy, and he's, I think he's the best linebacker coach in the entire league. Obviously, I might be biased, but I think the way that he pushes us and loving us up. I think as a coach, you got to be able to teach first. You can yell and scream at guys all you want, but when you have a great teacher, somebody who's been through it, has all that experience, and is able to kind of give us that experience, teaching us, loving us up, letting us know that we are the best. And in turn, that's gonna sit with us, and we're gonna be able to go out there and perform at our best. Also knowing that we always have room for improvement. We're never perfect. We're chasing perfection, but we're gonna continue to get better and try and be the best.
Have you gotten to know Kamoko Toure at all, and what have your impressions of him been? So.
Yeah. We call each other twin because we look similar. He's much bigger than I am, but. We came in together 2018. I met him at the combine actually in the Senior Bowl. We kind of just linked up there, and we got to know one another. I followed his career with the Colts. He was a breakout when he first came in, and then had that bad ankle injury, trying to rehab from that. And then this offseason, I saw he came in for a visit, and I was like, oh, they're asking me about him. I'm like, we got to get this guy. He could be a real game changer for us. And we end up getting him. And he's just continued to show why. I mean, he was drafted as high as he was, and still has so much potential and so much left in his tank. I think his ability is through the roof, but I think even more so his character, the way that he works, and the effort part of it is at another level. I think he's going to really help us a lot.